bullying,
the Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Toxic masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie.
Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men,
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
We've debated all things feminist for a long time.
Yeah.
I believe I'm a feminist. I believe absolutely in
I know you do.
I believe completely in gender equality. I believe men should treat women properly with respect, right? All those things, right? I have a problem, a real problem, with what I believe to be this new kind of war on masculinity. And yesterday there was a report.
How are you defining masculinity?
I'm going to tell you.
Though?
I'm going to tell you. Yesterday we debated on here, which was a big American Psychological report, which said that being stoic, right, was now apparently harmful, right? Being masculine was harmful, right? These things are now categorized as officially harmful, to which I say baloney.
So the American Psychological Association is up to them how they categorise 1,000 new things every year. But what I loved, I saw this advert and I literally, at the end of it, I was like, oh, I love men.
What do you love about it?
Men are so great. What I loved about it is I thought it showed men at their very best. It showed men sticking up for each other. It showed men looking after people weaker than them.
This is now a crime. A man trying to overachieve and be successful is a crime.
Harry's not saying it's a crime.
Radical feminists don't like men trying to overachieve.
I'm saying how lovely it is to see men just being nice to each other, being nice to other people, and setting a great example as fathers.
Okay,
Why
Peter,
would you not want that?
Peter, listen, I find this whole idea that we have to somehow be defensive about being male, about being masculine, when actually many of the qualities which make a man, which make a masculine man, are qualities I think, as Gillette has always thought, by the way, are things to be celebrated. And we can be all that and sensitive. You can be tough and emotional. You can be all those things.
Clip of the advert we just saw, the dad is telling his child to be strong.
Right, but here's the difference. In their advert are little flashes of news coverage of sexual harassment, of abuses, of predators.
That happened.
This has never seen a top female company like Gillette, aimed at women for personal hygiene or whatever, starting a commercial with a basic premise that women are bad things.
Oh, I would love to do that. I would
many adverts where women
let
have
Peter
been
speak.
I could write the treatment for that advert. You could teach women not to make false rape allegations, not to commit paternity fraud, not to deny fathers their rights to their children after a divorce.
So why are you laughing?
Well, we could also...
Why are you laughing?
Because
that is the worst. That is the worst.
6% of rape allegations in this country end in conviction.
But
That's appalling.
Fine, but there are still...
Appalling.
But there are
still
his
happen.
point.
That is appalling and
That's still...
revolting.
No, Harriet. No, Harriet. No. Because actually...
why can't that be
Because actually the premise of the Gillette ad about men is that all men are predators, right? Until proven otherwise.
I don't think you're right.
What Peter just said.
premise of the advert.
Look how
The
angry
premise
you
of
were.
the
Look how
advert.
angry you were.
I am because
No,
Peter
let me
is
finish
using
my
a
question.
false
Let me
logic
finish my
to prove a
question.
point that
Look
doesn't
how you
exist.
erupted with rage at Peter's suggestion that he make a commercial which focuses on bad women and how you can be better.
I erupted
right?
at rage. At
You were
Peter's-
angry,
I'm
very
super
angry.
I'm super angry. I am angry that Peter is saying this advert, which shows men at their best.
It doesn't show men at their best.
It doesn't show us at our best. No.
It doesn't show men at their best.
It
It
shows
doesn't. I'm
men
sorry.
behaving badly and
No.
other men
All right, let
standing
Peter
up
speak.
to
That is
it.
not
Peter
true.
speak.
This advert is really dangerous. This politically motivated war on men is very malevolent.
Totally agree.
And you have to look at it in the context of men are killing themselves at a record rate.
Partly because of the
Absolutely.
There
pressure
are,
on them
excuse
to
me, let
be
me
a
finish.
stereotype.
There are BS. There are 15 men who kill themselves every single day, and part of the reason for that is this constant narrative, this constant misandry and man-hating in the media. And you two, identifying as feminists, you've got 3 sons. Where's your outrage on this
Okay,
matter?
and I'm sorry, Piers,
Because
where's your
I think it's
example of
about
this erupting with
celebrating.
rage?
Hang on, Peter's just made an accusation towards me about as being a mother of 3 boys. I think this is celebrating the spectrum of masculinity.
No, it doesn't.
I don't. No, I totally understand that you have your viewpoint, but you've asked me to explain mine, and I think that it's really important that men don't feel trapped in a certain expectation
That is
and
so
pressure.
patronising.
What's the
Fine,
expectation?
okay. Well, hang on.
What's the
But
expectation?
you've asked me to explain
Yeah,
my
what is the
view about this.
expectation?
I don't want them to feel trapped in having to achieve a certain thing or be a certain vision of masculinity. I think they can be sensitive and loving and caring, and that is not
Who's
something
saying they
to be
can't?
Breaking
ashamed of.
news.
Who's saying men can't be that and also want to achieve? What is
you
wrong
say-
with encouraging young men to want to be successful,
What's
to try and make the
wrong with
best of their
encouraging
lives?
them to be
Gillette used to be the best a
spectrum
man can
of
be. Now it says
masculinity?
you're the worst that men can be,
No, it
and here's how you
doesn't.
get better.
It's saying
and your
success
reaction
for
was
young
really
men.
fascinating. When Peter
Well,
suggested...
your reaction to me being angry
Fine.
and not your reaction to Peter being angry is really
No, no.
fascinating.
Here's my
That's
point.
how we
No,
treat
you
women
reacted.
versus
You
men.
reacted
Oh,
with
give me a
blind fury
break.
when he suggested making a commercial which focused on the worst of women, rather like the Gillette ad has flashbacks to news coverage of sexual harassment cases, as if somehow all men are like the people who've been arrested for sexual
No one's
harassment.
saying all men are like that. That's
The-
a
the-
really
You didn't like it.
bad
You didn't like
I
it.
didn't
The
like it.
implication.
You didn't like the implication that
The
there should be a
implication
commercial
is-
focusing on bad women.
No,
and yet there are
Harriet
bad
was
women.
making a
Let me
specific
break the
point
news to you.
about
Not all
rape
women are
allegation.
perfect.
I'm not saying they are, but what I am saying is that, actually, lots of advertising has already showed women at their very worst for hundreds of years.
Not in
And
terms of what I
also-
said. Not in terms of what I
and
said.
Also, that when
What about
we
women who
pull out
groom
and
male
say-
minors in schools and sleep with them?
Absolutely.
I mean, the bottom line with this, there's a balance, isn't there? There are bad men. I think there are bad women, right? I think the vast majority of women are actually pretty good, right? I think the vast majority of men actually are well-intentioned and pretty good. Isn't that the balance we need to strike in this debate, rather than what I think is a lot of PC stuff aimed at fueling this misapprehension that somehow we're all awful?
Absolutely, and also we have to think clearly about this toxic masculinity term. Women do the most of the child rearing, so if boys turn out to be bad men, blame the mothers that raised them.
You tried to
Don't blame the men.
You tried to blame me earlier.
Yeah,
for being
All right,
bad.
final
I didn't blame you.
My
I didn't
final
blame you. I
thought
was asking you why
is-
you weren't concerned enough when you had 3
Thank you,
sons.
Peter. My final thought is that perhaps if fathers were more involved, as they are in the Gillette advert, in the raising of their sons and daughters, we wouldn't have...
But
to
they were more involved in the
Well,
original...
maybe they should have
in the
equal
original,
rights.
Yeah, my final thought is, in the original Gillette ad, you saw a man helping his young son shave. I taught my sons to do that. You saw them hugging their dad when they got married. I did that. You saw them actually being all the things
You
which
see that
men...
in the second
And you
ad
see
ad
that
as
in the-
well.
But in the first ad, it's celebrated, and there's none of this terrible negativity of the second one. The second one is predicated on the belief that men are basically bad and have to be taught how to be
If you watch
men
that
you can
second
celebrate.
advert and think men are bad, you are not watching the full thing.
Then
It
I
celebrates
find,
the joy
then
of
I
men,
say to
and
you,
I think
Harriet,
it's
imagine
brilliant.
the same ad but aimed at a female audience,
Yeah.
and the same
We're gonna
radical
wait for that
feminists
to be made.
lauding this
Okay.
ad would scream abuse.
You know
I-
what? Give,
yeah.
give men equal parenting rights, and that might happen, Harriet.
Happily.
Peter, have you begun boycotting Gillette?
You know what? I might switch. I've been with Gillette over 30 years. I'm so incensed by this, I might actually switch. And also, the YouTube version that they put up of this commercial, I think it's had 17,000 likes and now over 200,000
It's on course
people
to be the
dislike
most
it.
unpopular
Right.
video online.
Because you know why? Men have had enough of it, and a lot of women have had enough, I think, of the demonisation of men, right? They have. Look at that. It's one of the
think
most
that just
hated
says men have too
videos
much time
in the
on their
history of
hands, really,
commercials.
doesn't it?
On the left, radical feminists who love it because it portrays men as bad.
She had
On the
it.
right, men and women who like their men to be men saying, no, we've
I
had
like
enough
my
of
men
this.
to be men, by the way.
No, you don't. You don't. You're like, well, you do privately. You just in public. You
Privately,
pretend you like men
and
to be gibbering wrecks.
I couldn't sit next to a more
You work with an
masculine
alpha
man.
male,
Yes.
you date an alpha male,
Yes, I
you
bring
love
up
alpha
3
male.
men.
I've met your sons,
Yes.
they're alpha males, right?
Yes.
And yet you sit here
And
pretending
apparently I'm a
you want them all
terrible
to be,
person,
you want
a
them all to
radical
be
feminist,
weeping.
a man hater, and I want the end of mankind.
Yes.
Can you not
I'm
see
glad-
the slight flaw in your
I'm
argument?
glad you.